Well, hello, my friends, and welcome to this desktop. And this is a Amazon page. Today is Prime Big Deals Day. It's 2 days. I didn't do yesterday. Most of them stood over to today, and unfortunately, not the greatest deals. I think they're saving some for Black Friday or whatever that is, Prime Day that's coming up. But some of these are pretty good, and a lot of it's the same. A couple of new items in here. And I bookmarked all of them. We're going to go through them here. And I guess if you missed it the first Prime Day, might as well grab it now. They call this Big Deal Day, Big Deals. So they're giving everyone its own little name. We're going to go ahead and start with airbrushes. All right, this is the Picasso. I tested this. This is the one with the wooden handle. Tested pretty good. So, and it comes with 3 needles, 3, a 5, and an 8. 8 is pretty rare in the airbrush world, so that's a large needle, making it unique along with the wooden handle. This one also has the Mac valve. You see it right there. $42, regularly $49. Not the biggest deal, but $42 is pretty good. It looks like it ships overnight, early in the morning, so this is probably local to me. It depends on where you live, I guess. Let's go to the next one. I'll put links below, guys, for all these, probably in this order when you see below the video. If you want to purchase anything, just hit the link below. All right, here's Gallery. Gallery was seemed to be the only bigger brand name that had stuff on sale. Nobody else had anything on sale. So Gallery has a few items on sale. This is their awesome entry level. The GAD 39. There it is. GHAD 39. Great airbrush. 2 needle sizes. It just performs great. I still use mine weekly. $29. Regularly $59. Tough deal to beat. That's that. Okay, let's keep going. More of these. I got Galleries up here because they're the only ones having a sale. That's a brand name. This is the Mobius 0.3 of the Mobius that is out there. This is the one I like the most. This is the 0.3. And where are we? $59, regularly $71. This is I guess is a bigger sale. Really can't be beat at these prices. But there you go. $59.99. For the Mobius 0.3, and I believe the 0.2 is on sale. Here it is, the 0.2. It's got the Mac valve, the finer needle, 72, and this is regularly 85, so not quite $15 off. Pretty good. All right, move on. And there's a Gallery, the portable air compressor. I did test this air compressor. It worked really well. I ended up giving this to a friend, and he uses it like I think daily. He said the thing runs great. So this is $67.99, regularly $80. So there you go. That's a pretty good deal. Now we'll get into a few things here. Harder and Steinbeck. There we go. This is a quick release plus a little Mac valve on the end to control the air. Everyone should have one of these. I have several of these. It's just invaluable. Not the greatest sale. Regularly $12.77, $10.77, $2 off, but $10 for a good quality quick release is a good deal. Can't have too many of those. All right, paint shakers, paint mixers. I love this thing. The paint mixers I'm going to show you, I use all the time, daily. Can't live without them. Plus mine from Typhoon, so I use those 3 all the time. This is my Mini Vortex, 64. Typical's at 80. These were $100 for the longest time. I paid $100 for this particular model. It comes with an extra cap. I still haven't replaced the cap on mine, but it's getting dirty and stuff, so I guess it could break down. So the price difference is like $2 or something to get the extra cap. It's worth it. There's also blue, but it's $2 more for the blue. I don't care about the color. Looks like an Xbox green color, I would say that is. Or Kawasaki green. It's about $64.80. Worth every penny. I tested several of these. They all junk. I sent them all back till I got this one. I even included the broken one in the video when I reviewed this. An absolute must own. A great paint shaker is a must own. This one comes highly recommended. Now here's the other offer. A couple bucks more and you get mixing. You get the mixing bearings, these stainless steel bearings, and the extra cap. So there it is, $67.99. Regularly $84. So it's a few extra bucks, but you're going to get the ball bearings and whatnot with it. Let me see if this other one gives us anything. No. All right. So the blue one is 63 like the other one. You just get that, but for 67 you get the extra cap and the extra ball bearings. I'll list it below as the blue one or the green one. You guys pick the one you want. All right, here's my Vortex mixer. This one is it's like a paint shaker. I did a video on this all by itself. It's like a paint shaker. You mix your house paints. When you go to the hardware store and they put it in that thing, it shakes it like that, and you can walk away from it because it grips the bottle, and you could dial the speed. I paid almost $100 for mine, and I guess you can get some from overseas, but the shipping's been crazy. But now the Amazon's getting them at a lower price. Look at the suction cups. 3, 6, 9, 12 suction cups. I had a little glass plate that I used on the desk, and it just stood there shaking while I was getting stuff done. Really, really a wonderful paint shaker. Highly recommended. 71, regularly $90. That's almost $20 off. Fantastic. And there's one that comes with the steel balls. I will click that one also. Matter of fact, I'll link this one because it's the same one. Plus, it comes with a package of the mixing balls for the exact same price. So there you go. That is a really good deal on both those shakers. Now, let's see. Not the fastest here. I think I bogged down the computer. There we go. Oh, we lost it. There it is. All right, we have a spray booth. Oops, hold on. I lost the spray booth. Well, let's move on. The spray booth wasn't on sale, by the way. It was just a spray booth that's $100. No spray booths I liked were under $100. This is a knife set from X-Acto. This is a hidden blade, so it's got a protector cap. I liked it. It's flat. It's unique. You get 3 of them in the box. I like these quite a bit. They don't roll off the desk, but depends on what your hand likes to hold on to. This is flat. Sometimes it gets to me after a while, and I use still like an old-fashioned round one. But at $7.99, regularly $9.99, I thought this was kind of a unique item. Here is a set of knives. You get a nice, looks like a pin vise style handle, but plenty of blades. A grindstone, there you go. Want to keep the blades sharp? I never saw that before. Nice carry case, nice assortment of blades. $11.99, regularly $15.99, $14.99. So there's that one, and it comes in black. All right, nippers, Steadies. I tested the brand. It's a good brand. $10, can't be beat. I mean, it's regularly only $12.90, not the biggest sale, but if you're looking for a decent pair of entry-level single blade nippers, you can't beat $10. Absolutely cannot beat $10. Here, Rui tool. I tested this. Also another good entry-level nipper, and it comes in a nice case, a plastic. Hope it still comes in it. It comes in a nice plastic storage case. Really, really packaged really well. You see, it's getting a 4.6 average with a 1,700 reviews. $13.49, regularly $20. So this is actually a bigger discount. And here's their orange one. It's the next level up. It's between their entry level and a God Hands. So 25, regularly 35. Again, $10 off, but it's probably a little bit finer. I think I tested both. They were both great. And here's a Steady, another one. I think it's the same price point. I'll put multiple of these up because I don't sure if one sells out, you can grab another one. Not the biggest difference between a lot of these, but at least you get the extra spring with it. But at $13.59, regularly $16.99, $17, so that's about $4 off. Not too bad. All right, chrome marker. You can see right here, last purchased November 2022. So I used this, and it was good. 19% claimed. So these are getting claimed right now, guys. See it right here? Where I'm moving my mouse. So these are going to sell, but $5, well, $6, regularly $8.50. That's worth having. Nice chrome pen with two sides, the fat end and the skinny tip, which you don't get too often. And it's a fine tip at the end, which is pretty nice for little details, particularly on car kits, on dashboards and whatnot. All right. My browser is freezing up. I don't know why. This is a very powerful computer, by the way. It's a gaming computer. All right. Here's a set of markers. I thought these looked pretty good for the price. Most of these markers I've been testing have been good. This is an acrylic. Yeah, acrylic marker set. 30 colors. No bleed markers. Automatic ink control. Waterproof. Obviously, they say pumpkin because it's that time of year. Rock, egg, glass. So these work on... These will work on plastic. I tested most of these things out, and they're all pretty nice. So it's $16 for 30 colors. Really good deal. All right, here's another set. Again, I put multiples up. If some run out, you can grab. Look at this one. This one arrives today at 2 to 6. So this one's locally for me right here. $15, 48 colors. All right, 48 colors for $16. Even if you use a handful of these, look at these colors. Even if you use a handful for a couple times, it's worth it. I mean, a jar of paint is $8 or so. So I mean, think of it that way. Awesome price for a lot of markers. All right, here are chrome. It's a chrome set of colors. Not the most chrome looking thing. I've tested them, but very good. Very good. Worth having at this price point. $15. You're going to get, what we got here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 colors and an eraser. That must have the thinner in it. So there you go. And I like this one because it has rose gold and whatnot, a couple of different shades. The four color one was only 13, so you might as well get the 6 colors for the extra $2 and the eraser pen. And this popped up. I was going to test this and they disappeared. Again, another local delivery, $15, but these are metallics, all different colors. Check this out. And they got different types of tips at either end. See the finer tip and then the round tip. But look at these great colors. I thought this was a nice set for $15. All metallics. Dual tip markers. Nice set. $15, regularly $18.99. All right, here we go. This is my paint racks. I use these. I think I have about 100 of them on my wall. If you watch my last video on how much money I earned, you'll see I show the wall in the thumbnail. That's all of these that you see. And this is a great price point. 8-pack. They usually came 6. This now is an 8-pack for $16.99. You know, for $32, $33, you're going to have 16 of these. You can line your wall like I did. They're awesome, invaluable to get all your paint, you know, from taking up your shelf space and desk space, getting them on the wall. Look at that. I've used them since the channels began, and they're awesome. Now here's the little racks I use behind me on the shelf. Again, where I couldn't use the wall space, I use this on my shelves. Another great solution and a terrific price point. Looks like they've come down at $13.88 normally, but $11 is unbelievable. I paid around $20 for these. Again, it's another local item. You can see right here overnight, 7 to 11. But $11 for these, a couple of these in a row. It looks awesome. You're organized and it even looks great in the room. All right, this Dremel tool, I love this thing. This is a stylo. It's a handheld, really tiny, almost like a pen, like a fat pen. Comes with some tips. You can get little sanders, little buffers. You'd be surprised how handy this comes in. A little burring on the end there. You can see it. That's for if you want to do damage in military models and want to bore holes into the Gundams like they've been shot. $39. I paid about $60 for it. Yeah, there it is, $58. I paid about $60, $65 for mine. Locally, I bought it, but $39 for this thing is just invaluable. It's comfortable. It's got variable speed, 5 or 6 step speed. Your finger lays right there in the front. You can see right there. It's just a great tool to have. This price point is incredible. Grab one of these if you don't have one. And here is the cordless from Bucaso. Yeah, Bucaso, that makes the wooden-handled airbrush. This is their rechargeable sander, and really works great. I have nothing really bad to say about this thing. It just works awesome. It's got a light on it, an LED light. Tons and tons of little sanders. I've used a few of these already, and I haven't burnt through a couple of sheets of these. So it's got a stand. It's a nice piece. Again, variable speed. You see the dial on the end. Really good. If you're doing a lot of work, a lot of custom work, it's really good to have a sander like this. You got all the different tips right there. And a good unit. Not too heavy. It just works. All right, this is a desk lamp. I had this one. I have this one upstairs. I tested this. Actually, you can see I purchased it right there. February 14th. What was that, Valentine's Day? Treated myself, right? 2024. So I had this thing a year and a half. It's upstairs now on my desk upstairs because this one was already set up for videotape for recording. But this is awesome. And look at on the front where the controls are. It's soft touch, power on, power off, and you can fold. You can move. It's just great. You can move it around, bend it where you need it. You can adjust the strength. I paid about $60 for mine. Yeah, $68 is the regular price. On sale for $47. Another one that shows up today. Another one that's local. 3,000 reviews, 4.7 average. Pretty damn good. You need good lighting, and this one's a must if you don't have one for your desk. All right, food dehydrator. All right, I just tested this. Oh, there you go. See it. I purchased it for testing July 22nd, 2025, a few months ago, and a real good unit. Donated this to my buddy. I built my friend's entire model building studio. I was like, after I test stuff, if I already have the unit, I'll keep it if I don't have one, or if I want to use two. But he ends up with a lot of my stuff. I built this entire model building studio. But anyway, this is a really nice unit. It's built good. It's stainless steel. Nice touch controls in the front. Anyway, it's $78. Regularly $100. I think I paid full price $100. So 80. That's $22 off. Absolutely worth it if you don't have a dehydrator. 10 trays is right in the middle. 12 brings you up to $100. It doesn't add that much. 8's a little too small. So the 10 tray I find to be the sweet spot, where you can fit tall models or car kits and everything else, and you save space, and also you save a few bucks. So $78 for this awesome dehydrator. Once you use it, you will not figure out how you got by without it. All right, not exactly on sale, but I'm about to order these as I'm running out. These are the pipettes. I fill up my when I'm mixing paints, rather, thinner, and putting paint in the cups or in the airbrush. These things are incredible. I've used this as an item I use absolutely every day. $300 for $10. They come overnight. There's also the tiny ones, which I don't really use. I use these longer ones, and they have measurements on them. So if you're going to do 2K, it also helps if you're going to get exact measurements. So that's $10 for these. Not on sale, but absolutely a must-own. Another must-own at the end here these are Prime Big deals. Look at that. $1 off. Gee, thanks. Anyway, $5 for 500, which is 1,000, because I cut these in half. You want the rounded ends. These are my paint mixers. If I got to get into the bottom of the jar, loosen it up, and then from there, I dump it. I put it in my shaker, and then I shake it up. So these are great, worth having. You cut them in half. You end up with 1,000 for $5. Invaluable. I use them constantly. This is a daily use item for me. And there you go. That is what I found for you guys on Prime Day. I'm still looking for, if I can find it, this spray booth, because I'm not happy about it, that there was no booths on sale. Hold on, guys. I'm looking. I don't see it. No, I don't see it. No, it's not here. Anyway, it wasn't on sale. It just said lowest price in 30 days, and I was disappointed in that. So no great booths are on sale, and if there is one outside of Prime Day, Prime Big Deal, I should say, I'll post it up. But anyway, guys, let's head back to the front here. Here we go. So there you go, guys. I will put links to everything you just saw, and just use the links below. I get a small commission, not the biggest, as I showed you in my other video. But I'll put the links below for everything. And if you guys need a recommendation on something, if you're looking for something, let me know, and I'll find the best deal. If it's something I tested, I'll shoot you guys a link towards that. But that's what I could find today. Some pretty good deals. So if you see anything up here you haven't purchased yet, take advantage. If you missed today, we have Prime Day coming up, their big one at the end of the year. Anyway, guys, that is it for the video today. Have a wonderful rest of your week. We will see you towards the end of the week with another test video. And enjoy the rest of your day. God bless you all. You guys are the best. Have a wonderful rest of your day.